Welcome. My name is Newman García, clearing the energy with a little Palo Santo before I read your energy. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for being here. Let's begin with a deep inhale. Inhale through your nose from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. Hold it. Exhale, soft sigh out of your mouth. Feel your shoulders relax and your mind quiet as you allow yourself to open up and receive whatever messages Spirit wants you to know right here and now. We'll begin with an oracle card from the wisdom of the sacred oracle, and then dive into some tarot. Let's begin. Intuition. Your intuition is online, and you trust it. You have followed it through some thick mud, is what I'm hearing. And now you trust it. The picture is so interesting to me because it's really, this fruit is over the legs, this person's really root chakra, sacral chakra, and a little up into solar plexus. These must be open to reach your heart, which is the base of your intuition. Your third eye helps you to visualize, your crown chakra helps you to receive, but the heart is the key to being open to follow your intuition, to then connect your mind-heart coherence. So you've stabilized yourself, is what I'm hearing. Let's dive into some tarot. You know when to follow your intuition. You know how it feels within your physical vessel. Maybe you get some feeling in your hip, sacral chakra, solar plexus, that you know this is it. Six of Wands, victory. This is your victory, is realigning yourself to your truth, awakening your chakras enough to tune into your intuition and know which direction to go at all times. There's no greater victory than to navigate this human life experience, to disconnect from the illusion of control and to connect to your truth of power within your intuition. Because everything is always changing. Everything is always changing. Even the most spiritually awakened people, especially the most spiritually awakened beings within our perceived universe across all dimensions, will communicate to you very clearly that they cannot predict the future or really tell an accurate past because everything is here and now and it's always changing. So following your intuition really means connecting to all that is, connecting to God, good orderly direction, the universe, whatever source, whatever name resonates with you most, and following that path forward in recognition that following my intuition feels good. Following my intuition leads me to that which is preferred in my experience because it's me. My intuition is me, guiding me, because I am all. Cool reading. Swift moves. Eight of Wands. You're moving quickly. So we have Six of Wands and Eight of Wands. Fast moving energy, focused towards what your intuition is calling you to do. And this is super resonant for me. I was called to go do something, or my logical mind told me to go do something just before this reading. And there was a delay. And the delay kept happening. And then my intuition said, go film a reading. Here we are. Here we are. That's what this is all about. You're to a point in your spiritual awakening where you can't control the path with your mind. It's time to open your heart fully and go and follow your intuition, because logically everything that you want is for the feeling of it, and clearly you needed to hear this message. So had I not honored my intuition, this message would not be received by you right now. There's no other sign that you need than that right there, that you are in the exact right place at the exact right time, doing the exact right thing, and everything is unfolding perfectly. Let go of your illusion of controlling outcomes and surrender to the flow of life. Let me get a drink of water real quick. Surrender to the flow. Water. Surrender. Water doesn't try to figure out where it's going or where it's been, or analyze where it's been. It doesn't base its move on the past or future. It simply flows in the present and enjoys it. It has the knowing that to relax in the lazy river parts and to fly high in the rapids. It has that intuitive knowing, and you do as well. Hell, we're how much percent water? 80% or something like that? I mean, that really is it. When you're a vibrational being in a vibrational universe, your intuition is simply a word that we use for you to allow those vibrations to play with each other, to enjoy themselves, to allow your cells to move freely. And that's what your victory is, and swift moves, is you have allowed that, and you are now witnessing. And if this hasn't happened for you, it will within a very short amount of time. You are witnessing how following your intuition unconditionally leads to the most wonderful life experience that you could ever imagine, because it is your life experience that you have imagined. This current reality that you are perceiving through your eyes, ears, nose, taste, touch, this is the culmination of every lifetime that you have ever been human, or whatever else. And it's your favorite. You chose this. So your intuition is the path forward. You have opened up your heart center. You have aligned chakras. And that's what's going on. 3 of Swords, sorrow. This took a lot of emotional processing. This took a letting go of a version of you that was really in their logical brain, really was good at analyzing, great at taking action based on those analytics and receiving the outcome, and would act oftentimes against their intuition because it didn't logically make sense and you hadn't realized yet, which is fine, that everything you want is for the feeling of it. So you pushed your body, is what I'm hearing. You pushed your body past its limits just to go along with your plan, regardless of how it really felt, because you believed that once you got the outcome, you would finally be able to rest. You had to process, grieve the loss of that person. You had to die before you were actually born. You're the version of you that exists now, that is watching this video, that sees themselves in the mirror every day, is a rebirth of the version of you that resisted their intuition, and you had to grieve that loss. There was a lot of emotion with that, because that version of you was crafted with belief systems and patterns that have been passed on for millennia, from generation after generation after generation. And you are the one in your lineage that said, done. There's always one black sheep of the family who says, this doesn't seem right. I'm going to trust my intuition. That's you. Let's keep going. 7 of Wands, valor. This is also victory, really. This is you doing this with pride. You're proud of yourself at this point. And you should be. You should be super proud of yourself. Oh my God. There's a version of you, I'll reference my story from earlier, that would have done that thing that I was about to do that kept getting delayed and was uncomfortable and it didn't feel right, but it felt logical, like I need to do this, right? This is what I need to do. There's a version that would have done that and it would have been miserable. And I would have tried to convince myself it was great. You're done with that. You have moved on to your intuition. And you're doing it with pride. You're proud of yourself. Because you're not focused on the outcomes. You're focused on, what is my heart's desire? What feels good? This is my life to live. I came here to feel what feels good. And that's why you're watching this video. You called me in. We are co-creators. I have full body chills. Because of you, I was stopped doing the thing that I didn't want to do it. I thought I had to do it in order to come film this video to validate for both of us. Because we're all in this together. We're all ascending together. We come in waves, this human collective consciousness. You are a part of my collective, that we're all riding the wave together. And we are co-creating. You know, sometimes I'm at the head of the wave, other times behind, vice versa, and we're here to express with one another what's going on. Share in the comments if you resonate with that. If you resonate with feeling this collective energy and this pride of us raising the frequency of humanity's vibration. Not because there's anything wrong, but because it's the natural order of things. God, good, orderly direction. It's the path that was always supposed to unfold this way. That's why it feels good. There's so much logic in that. Bees, every morning, I go outside and I do some fascia release movements and some yoga. I teach yoga if you haven't checked out my other channel, Newman Flows. But there are flowers blooming all in my backyard, on the ground, everything. And there are bees, always. The bees do it because it feels good for them. It's their program. They're meant to do that. Humans aren't out pollinating. I mean, unless you're in that industry working on creating things, right? You know, you and I most likely aren't out there pollinating different flowers. It's not our role. It's the bee's role. And when we surrender to the flow, I'm grabbing water again, my throat. When we surrender to the flow and trust that what feels good is the best for everyone, and we let go of logic rooted in belief systems that were rooted in lack and fear. Boom. That's really what it is. You had to let go of belief systems rooted in lack. There is abundance all around. All around. The bees show up when they're welcomed. The flowers bloom when you allow them to. There's an abundance. Everything is in perfect balance always. Let's pull another. Power. You have stabilized your foundation. I have another video on that. Go check it out. You have stabilized your foundation. Within your heart center, that's what your intuition is. You've stabilized your foundation within your heart center, and now you're seeing the physical manifestations. You're seeing your homestead, your health, your career. You're seeing all of these things begin to manifest. And if you haven't yet, look for it even today. Choose to perceive the signs that it's all here today. Excuse me. You know, one of my favorite tarot readers, she said that from her country, she didn't specify, but she goes, anytime I sneeze in our country, we have a saying that what we just spoke was truth. Your reality has shifted to a strong, stable foundation. See it as that. Focus on appreciating and trust that your intuition will guide you to continue stabilizing while growing and expanding. You're ready. You're going to be the tallest skyscraper in your entire lineage. Not that height matters, not that size creates worth, but you will be, because you're meant to be seen. You're meant to be heard. You're meant to be felt. You are meant to be felt. For sure, if you're on my channel, you are a divine alchemist. You understand that you chose a path to break patterns within your lineage that were rooted in not honoring one's intuition in order to show a different way to live. You signed up for this. You said, and you knew. It's going to be hard once you're down there, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be exhilarating. It's going to be so fulfilling to do this, and you're ready. You're the culmination of every experience you've ever had within your soul's life, which is infinite. One more, the Chariot. You're moving forward you've got the white and black, these two pulling forward. You're moving forward in balance, honoring your darkness and your light. Focus forward though, following your intuition. And he's holding this disc at the center, very relaxed, focused. And to me, that it's very similar positioning to this fruit over this person. Following the intuition, moving forward intuitively, because that's the most logical thing to do. Moving forward intuitively because that's the most logical thing to do. One more tarot. Princess of Cups. Love is in the air. Everywhere I look around. I don't know why every time Princess of Cups, that's all I think about. Love is in the air. She's a messenger of love. She's going with the flow. She's new to this. She's experiencing life from a perspective that she hasn't yet experienced before, and she's loving it. She's here for it. She's ready for it. She's moving forward like the Chariot. She is loving life. Let's see what oracle cards we have here. Gaia. You are a part of New Earth. Comment below if that resonates. I am a part of New Earth. I am a leader of New Earth. I am a leader of understanding that Mother Gaia is Mother Gaia. That honoring her is what's best for all of humanity. That my actions are going to align with the well-being of the planet and thus then the well-being of humanity. I'm going to eat what I feel is best. I'm not here to tell you what to eat. It's all about a feeling. I'm going to take action in what I feel is best for the entirety of humanity. And you know what I'm hearing from Gaia? Loud and clear. Dance, have fun, play, take things way less serious. There's nothing going wrong. COVID is such a great example that just popped in my head. I feel like channeled directly from Gaia, how the rivers and streams healed themselves so quickly when everything was shut down. She's fine. She's fine. For someone out there, you're worried about the planet because you have consumed a lot of low vibrational information. It's time to let that go and move on and follow your truth, your intuition. Your intuition feels good. Act. Stop talking about it and act. Just embody the person that you want to be and people will follow you. That was very clear for someone. Stop worrying about it. There's nothing to worry about. Gaia is fine. She is happy. Oh my gosh. She is in perfect proximity to all of the other planets for us to thrive on here. She's fine. She knows what to do. And anything going on in this planet that looks wild, you'll be fine. If it happens near you, you'll be fine. But other than that, just appreciate the weather. Appreciate the storms. Appreciate the chaos. Appreciate it for recognition that it's all a part of the story and that you are safe. You are fine. Humans don't have that big of an effect. Just care for the land that you are within the vicinity of. Worry about your own business. Interesting reading. Worry about your own business. If you see something on TV and you're not there, not my monkey, not my circus. Take care of yourself. Take care of your own land, and everything else will work out. Lead through the clarity of your example. It does no good to sit and wallow in stuff, which is why I'm going to move on. That's interesting, but someone needed to hear that. Gaia appreciates you. You don't have to do anything. Just care for yourself. And when you do feel angst and want to take action from that place that feels like things aren't going how they should from your human perspective, come back to center. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Hold it. Exhale, soft sigh out of your mouth. Everything is all right. It's all happening according to your plan. Relax. Have fun. Let go. Focus on you and trust that that is the best for all. Be the one that shows others how to do this. Whoa. That was like intense. That kind of came through me. Ooh. Okay, let's pull one more. Ooh, interesting. The space between. That's where you're at, isn't it? That's where you feel. You've tapped into your intuition, which is your victory. 6 of Wands. You're moving forward quickly with a strong, stable foundation built with pride. You had to mourn the past, the version of you, not even the past, just the version of you that was overly logical, kind of stiff, kind of serious, a little too serious, so that you could open your heart and really find the love that is your birthright. Which you did by connecting with Gaia, who doesn't need saving. She just wants you to play. And you'll keep finding your truth in stillness. You're in the space in between your last version and your future version, obviously. Keep going. Let things continue to build at the pace that they're meant to build, not rushing. Last one, trust your sacral chakra. Yeah, that makes sense. That's your creative center. It's time for you to create. We've got two very clear, trust your sacral chakra. Trust your creative energy, powered by your intuition. Feel within your sacral chakra. Words are hard sometimes. Have more fun, laugh more. I'm glad laughter came through. You're doing great. You're doing great. Gosh, you're doing great. You're doing great. Keep going. That's the message that I have for you. I love you so much. If you'd like a private reading, please book one. There's a link in the description and my main page. I love you. I'll speak to you soon. Namaste.